Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad here from Cloud Vision's Vape Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the Atlantis tank from Aspire. Now, this is the newest tank, the sub-ohm coils. It's all the rave. Everybody, these things have been flying off the shelves. Everybody wants to know how good they actually are. Well, we're going to find out today. You ready? Let's go. All right, so I got the Atlantis tank right here from Aspire. This is their sub-ohm tank. Comes with 0.5 ohm coils in it. A lot of people have been this has been hyped up pretty much. A lot of people have been wanting it. I know it's been flying off the shelves. So we're going to actually dive down, see what this thing's all about. So first up, you got the box. Comes in, nice clear box. It says Aspire on the bottom, Aspire on the front. You got your tank right there. Nice big fat wide board drip tip on it. And then on the back, you have all the stuff that's inside the box. It gives you contents. You got your Aspire scratch code to check the authenticity of your tank, and it just gives you a little quick rundown of what the Atlantis is all about. Saying it's raised the bar to new heights, and it's the next generation tank system, designed in California, assembled by iGate in China. So yeah, that's pretty much the box. Take this top off, put that aside, and then boom, got your Atlantis tank. Alright, so now that we got this bad boy out of the box here, I'm going to show you guys quickly what this thing's made of. So right off the bat, you got this huge wide board drip tip. Let's take that off, set that down right here. Then you got your bottom cap right here with your 510 connection. And it also has your airflow adjustment. There's 4 airflow settings on this. That is wide open. It's huge. And then the small setting. That's small settings for like you guys that like the mouth to lung hits. These wider ones are for straight lung hits. Even on the smallest setting though, this thing, it's hard to do mouth to lung hits with, just because the airflow is so crazy on this. So anyways, so you're going to take this bottom cap off. Now yours will come with a coil already in it, just like mine. Let's take that off. So there's your bottom cap with your coil. The size of that thing, it's huge. 24 gauge wire they're using. Looks like 6 or 7 wraps. Monstrous. Then you got your top cap with your Pyrex glass section, and that's where you're going to fill your juice. To get this apart, what you want to do is you don't want to just grip it and pull. You actually want to grip the top cap with the chimney and then grip the glass, and then you spin and pull down at the same time. So pull back on the glass, and then it just pops off like that. So there's the 2 sections, your Pyrex glass tank and your chimney / top cap. And you can see it's just pressure fit in there. So when you want to put this back together, just line it up, snaps back in, and you're good to go. Alright, so let's fill this thing up with some juice, and let's try her out and see how she works. Also, inside this box, don't throw this out, because if you take this section out here, and you look on the back, you've got a spare glass tank, spare Pyrex glass tank, just in case you break yours. But if you're real careful taking this out of the top cap, and you just turn it and pull at the same time, you shouldn't break this. I think they figured some people are going to break them, and apparently people were, so they include an extra tank. Now you can get these new tanks for like $3.99, $4.99 at most shops, and then right next to that you have your spare coil. So yeah, so don't throw that out. Make sure you take that out. Take your Pyrex glass tank out, your spare one, and your coil if you are going to throw this out. If not, just leave it in there, and now you know what's under there. Is if you screw this glass down too tight on the base, the rubber gasket around the bottom, actually it popped out on me once, a little tiny section of it. I just pushed it back in, it was fine. It hasn't leaked, didn't leak even when it popped out, so you shouldn't have any issues with it. But yeah, the machining on this is great. The airflow control ring is nice, clicks into place, slides pretty smoothly. They really nailed it with the airflow options on this. Alright, so I got mine sitting on the Sigelei. I don't know if you can see that. It's reading 0.6 ohms. I have noticed that does jump around a little bit. Now and again, it'll read 0.5. So it's probably sitting around 0.59, 0.58. And then, you know, as you fire your coil, the actual resistance changes, so it drops down on 0.5. But they've been pretty consistent. Both the coils I've used haven't gone above 0.6, so they're pretty consistent. Wicking on this. The wicking on this, I've used 8515 VGPG juice in this, and it's kept up no problem. I've used 8020. I've used 6040. 6040, I mean, no issues at all. This thing just wicks very, very well. It's very efficient at wicking. And it's probably due to the size of these air holes for the wicking. They're huge. Probably like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 millimeters in diameter. Pretty big. And that's wicking into your coil to give you the juice. So, yeah, overall I'm pretty impressed with this. I wasn't expecting much, but you know, Aspire really nailed it on the head with this one. They did a great job building this tank. It works exactly how they described it. I mean, this thing chucks clouds. Let's do some vaping on it. Great flavor too. I know some people are saying that the flavor on this is not that good. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting great flavor. It may not be as good as a dripper, but I'm getting great flavor. You see the clouds. This thing's chucking the vapor. It's wicking. I'm not getting burn hits. And this is 80 or 70/30 VGPG, so this is high VG juice, and it's keeping up. And I'm running this thing at 28 watts. You can see that, 28 watts. Let's go to 35 watts. 35 watts. Flavor's getting better. Oh, man. For a pre-made tank with pre-made coils, this thing really performs. I mean, it chucks the vapor. It gives you awesome flavor. I'd say the flavor is pretty comparable to the Mini, but I'd actually think it's a little bit better. But, yeah, this thing really took me by surprise. I'm actually really impressed with the design on this and how well it works. And that's with the airflow closed off a little bit. Let's take this thing wide open. Listen to the airflow on this. You're getting dripper-like performance out of a freaking Clearomizer. Crazy. I shouldn't be using 3 milligram Nick in this. Woo! Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to fill this thing up. So first you want to tip this thing upside down, okay? And then you're going to unscrew the bottom cap. Take this section out. This has your coil, which threads into the base. This monstrosity of a coil. There's your coil. Look at the size of that thing, man. So yours will come, when you buy the tank, it'll come with this already in it. So you won't have to mess around with this. But that's just how you, any of you Nautilus users, Nautilus Mini users, this is going to be second nature to you. Because you already know how to fill that bad boy up. So this is pretty much the same. Alright, so I went and grabbed my one of my drippers. There's a 0.2 ohm, dual parallel, 24 gauge. So let's do a cloud comparison. This is on the Dark Horse RDA. On my Authentic Twin Mods 26650 mech mod. Now I want a cloud comp with that. Now the Aspire Atlantis. This thing's unreal. It's crazy. Works amazing. I can't believe it. I'm in shock. Yeah, you guys, if you're watching this video, go get one of these. Try it for yourself. I mean, it's crazy. It literally is. It's crazy. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to go do some vaping on it. I'm going to fill this bad boy up and keep vaping on it. These coils, Aspire really nailed it with these. Coils work great. The wicking, fantastic. Tank, great. They say it only holds 2 mils, but actually I think it holds a little bit more. Because when you tip it upside down, if you have this thing half full, your juice disappears. And the reason for that is, in this top cap, because of the pressure fit from the glass, there's actually empty space up here. I think you can fit probably 3 to 3.5 mils in this. But it chugs through the juice, so. But, yeah, I'm going to go fill this bad boy up and go do some vaping. So, that's it for me, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, on my page. Comment on YouTube, whatever you want. Let me know what you guys want to see reviewed for in the future. And vape on, guys. Till next time.